let's get into it. There are 2 more characters left, and I think I will go for what's her name? Rinka. Considering this feels like the one character I cannot imagine Temuka going for. So let's leave it by the side of the road. And yep. I also still don't remember what alright. Blah blah blah, Angel of Love. I still don't remember what the bind is for the skip button, and I didn't look into the config before starting stream. Oops. I have nothing to ask. Alright. The first new scene should be coming up soon with Karin-chan. I guess I'll go with Karin-chan. Karin-chan is a VTuber. was a virtual idol character that I like to watch a lot. I found her really cute and charming. I was just a fan of hers, strictly speaking, but I doubted she'd mind if I used her to test out the love note. I couldn't think of anyone else's name to write after all. Scribbled down the name Karin Minami in the notebook. There. Let me look down at the love note I handed back to her.
Minami Karin-san desu ka?
Good question. What? Don't tell me you don't know who Karin-chan is. Yeah. I mean, you know, not when you were alive, but you know, he's pretty popular now. But just chatting. And what do you post? What is this? Nyan cafe macchiato neko ga iru cafe no echi jijo. Right. There is only an 18+ version, I see. Interesting. No, not at all. It wasn't anywhere near that popular yet. As a fan of hers, I knew that all too well. But that's exactly why I wanted more people to know about her. Who knows, maybe Karin-chan would even take the angelic world by storm. I opened my phone and pulled up Karin-chan's channel. Behold, this is Karin-chan. It doesn't work the same way. This is Karin-chan. I thrust my phone out to Lamiel.
Hello, Vtuber!
It's Gura! Oh, wait, wrong channel.
Yay! Minna no Karin-chan da yo.
Hi, domo, Same desu.
Kyou mo Karin senpu, makiokotte iku kara ne.
You wrote the name of a VTuber in your love note. Oh my god, this guy's a lost cause. Maybe I should just give him erectile dysfunction right now. He looks exactly the same as she does in a other 2D model, aka Rinka. What's with that withering look? Incidentally, she wasn't 2D. She was, in fact, a real person. Just so we're clear, she isn't some game or anime character. I explained to her that Karin-chan was a virtual idol, a VTuber, about how it was a persona and how she'd relieved, she'd revealed in one of her chatting streams that she was just a regular student. Hang on a minute, that's a bad. You shouldn't tell people that you're just a regular student. Now people know that you're going to school. Most probably like a high school or a university.
なるほど。一応理解はしました。つまり、かりんちゃんの中の人と近づきになりたいと。
Look, all I'm saying is that doxing is a very prevalent thing. And being a VTuber makes you susceptible to it. Especially if you become too popular. Yeah. Please don't say it like that. What'd she say? Hang on, I didn't... Oh, yeah. I prefer to think that the person behind her is Karin-chan's soul. But to me, Karin-chan, it was still Karin-chan. Okay, well, that's a bit parasocial there.
わかりました。
Look, when I watch Gura, I'm still aware that there's a person behind the model. Perhaps sensing how serious I was, Lamia nodded somewhat warily. Yeah, I would too.
それで、あなたはかりんちゃんと直接会話したこととかあるんですか？
No, and that's why I'm doing this route, because I don't know how they're gonna be able to make. I don't know how are they gonna justify this. Well, no, but she read out a message I wrote in chat once before. I showed Lumiel the screenshot I took at the... What the fuck? Oh, he's too far gone. Yeah, let me just screenshot every time my favorite VTuber interacts with me in their her Twitch chat.
このつぐっていうのがつむぐさんですか？
Yeah, how do you know?
だっていすずさんにつむちゃんって呼ばれてるくらいですし、似たようなものかなと。
Yeah, look, he's not that creative.
それにしても残しておいてるんですか、そういうの。
Also, hang on, let me fucking do this. Master volume, maybe like I mean the music and no, actually master voices, but maybe like 30. No, 40 is good. This was the first time she'd ever read my message after all. I know a spoiler for Rinka. Well, I know that she's Rinka, so that's all the spoilers I know. But she's also like, it's not even a spoiler. The sad one. Well, I'm gonna have to wait. Well, let's just wait until I get to that part, okay? But she'd also liked some of my tweets before. And even replied to them once or twice. Yeah, you know, let me just screenshot every time my VTubers reacted to my favorite VTubers reacted to my tweet. You know, let me screenshot the time that they pinned my message in their YouTube channel. Oh wait, no, now that's being too specific. So I think she might actually know who I am.
はあ、そうですか。
Bro, Tsumugu, she knows you as much as the rest of her viewers. What do you mean? Lemia sounded rather exasperated. Yeah, I do too. I got the feeling she was making fun of me. You know, I'm glad that the writers are making fun of him.
とりあえずのお試しですから、かりんちゃんでもよしとします。ノートを確認してみましょうか。
This person does not exist. Ah, looks like you've wasted the notebook. We have wasted the love note.
どうせ運命度はゼロでしょうけどって。
I don't know. The intro was like, I don't remember. It was like a 5.
南カリン。
Yeah, I was right.
運命度5。あなたのそばにカリンはいるかも？
Okay, that's a bit on the nose. I mean, if he thinks of it in the literal sense, then it's a bit on the nose, but he'll probably think of it in the figurative sense. Or probably Lamiel might infer it in that way, and then he'll think it too.
これはまさかの結果ですね。
See that? She does know who I am. Yeah, she does. Because you're in the same class as her.
ま マジでごめんなさい。素直に謝罪です。それよりこのコメント。
It might be closer than you think.
これどういう意味なんですかね。
That's what I was gonna ask you.
そうだ、かりんちゃんにリプを返したりしてるんですよね。それなら本人に直接聞いてみましょう。
Hang on a minute. You... Huh? Let me out. Picked up my phone.
なんて聞けばいいですかね。
Bro!
やっぱり
Do
どこ
not!
ですかね。
That's an instant block waiting to happen. What, are you an idiot? I snatched my phone back. You're gonna get me instantly blocked by tweeting something like that. That's what I'm saying. See, I'm on both sides. I'm clowning on Sumugu for being so parasocial, but you know, I'm clowning on Love Miel for don't. Where do you live? I live in your mom's basement. I wouldn't be able to see Kane-chan's tweets anymore, or would, or love, our love would be over before it began. And it goes without saying, you shouldn't fiddle with someone's phone without their permission. You're my mom's ex. Yeah. Look, the truth had to come out eventually. If you're gonna tweet something like that, do it from your own account.
ごめんなさい。でもどうにかサポートしたくなっちゃいまして。
Good grief. A partnership together wasn't looking too bright.
じゃあ他に何か私にできそうなことはないですかね。
What about gathering more information on Karin-chan? Can you do that?
情報ですか？
I mean, using the internet to go through her socials or her archived streams to gather more information about her. If you could do it, you might be able to find out what that mysterious message meant.
そういうことですか。
Stalker? Literally. I told you he was parasocial.
それなら私のゴッドフォンでもできますし、ぜひやらせてください。インターネットの隅から隅までじっくりしっかり調べてみせます。
Right, you do that. Here we witness the birth of Karin Minami's internet stalker. He called himself out, bro. Oh well. If this means Loviel ends up becoming a fan of hers too, I'll consider a mission success.
それではこれにてテストは終了ということで。
I don't have good feelings about this. I don't have a good feeling about this. Oh, there's the intro. Ah! My fucking ears! Ah, get me out of here! Jesus Christ. Even me yelling is the same level. Bro, if you look at the audio mixer for me fucking yelling, it is on the same level as the intro. Jesus Christ, man. But speaking of Karin-chan, didn't the love note say something last night about her being closer than I might think? Or something like that? I glanced around the room, but of course, there's no one who resembled Karin-chan. Of course there isn't. Because she's meant to be a VTuber. Of course she's gonna hide her identity. Hey, Masora. Hey, Masora. You're not actually Karin-chan, are you? Hang on a minute. Look, I'm gonna be honest with Tsumugu. If Masora was Karin-chan, the fadedness would be a lot higher than 5. That's all I'm gonna say.
何言ってるの？もしかして壊れた？
No, I feel like you'd have a talent for streaming though.
そう言われると悪い気はしないな。それじゃあ真似してみようか？
Actually, no, that's not a bad idea. If Masora does an impression, and then fucking Rinka has like a reaction to it, right? That might give Tsumugu a hint.
ハロハロー、ハロー Vtuber。イエーイ、みんなのかりんちゃんだよ。どう？似てた？
Pretty close, I guess.
やったー。今度かりんちゃんのコスしてなんかのイベントに出ようかな。いっそお店のイベントでやるのもいいかも。
What kind of business do you think we're running? The uniforms at our workplace, Fairy Tale, were cute enough already. Besides, we weren't some sort of theme restaurant, nor were we a maid cafe. It wouldn't make much sense to hold some kind of cosplay event. Okay, I was hoping that we would see like Rinka's sprite of her reacting or some shit. Hang on a minute. What was it before? Oh, it was rather unusual for there to be a transfer student at this time of year. Don't tell me it's Karin-chan. Or should I say, the person behind her. Okay, that was unnecessary to add. All right. Let's just keep chugging along until we get to the next choice. And now we can choose. Hang on. We have to choose Karin again? Interesting. So what happens if I choose Rinka? Wait, then what? Because I have to choose Karin a second time, and then the rest of the time I choose Rinka. Then why is she an option? I'm confused. Save? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Save fucking this one. Okay, the guide says Karin. Surely both options are the same, right? Okay, well, okay. No, they wouldn't be the same. But like the love notes advice would be the same, right? I think so. Maybe I'll go with Saijo-san. The one girl in our class who stood apart from the rest. The incredible beauty who was always studying by herself. Because of her looks, I'd heard that dozens of guys had tried asking her out, but she turned every single one of them down. Given her track record, I never even imagined myself dating her before. She and I hardly ever spoke after all. Still, she really is a beautiful girl. I'd even say she's pretty much my exact type. I mean, I agree. Not exact, but pretty up there. Huh? What can I say? I like girls with black hair. And smart girls. Why do you think I like teachers so much? Why do you think I like girls with glasses so much? For the time being, I wrote down Saijo-san's name in the notebook. There, done.
ありがとうございます。西条凛子さん。あ、思い出しました。クラスメイトの凛子さんで間違いないですよね。
You know her already?
もちろんですよ。とても美人さんですもんね。なんかこう、オーラがあるというか、威圧感があるというか。
Emanating aura?
近くでクラスの人たちと話をしていたら、睨みつけられてしまいまして。
Oh, well, she always takes her studying pretty seriously after all. You're probably annoying her by being too loud.
つむぐさんは凛花さんと何か関係あるんですか？ 私が見ていた限り全然そんな風には見えなかったんですけど。
We have never spoken. You're right. We don't really know each other at all. I wasn't any closer to her than Lamiel was. She glares at me too when I talk too closely to her desk.
それじゃあ見るまでもないんじゃないですか。どうせ運命度もゼロに近。
Be like, it should be 5. At least.
西条凛香
Hang on a minute.
運命度20。彼女には何か秘密があるかも。
Okay, with the advice that the love note gave, then what the fadedness would be the same, but the advice would be different.
なんか聞いた話から考えると随分と高いですね。
Even I was shocked. Is it?
はい、結構驚きです。
Now that you mention it, I have to get the feeling she looks in my direction a lot. Especially when Masora and I are talking. Maybe I'm actually her type or something. That's what I'm saying. Oi, stop looking at me like that. I was expecting her to make some witty retort, not give me that withering stare. Anyway, I wonder what the second part is supposed to mean. What interested me the most was the following sentence. Perhaps she may be hiding a secret of her own.
秘密ですか。心当たりはないんですか。
I know, maybe she's Karin-chan. Nah. No clue.
じゃあとりあえずそれを探るとしましょうか。
That wrapped up today's Love Note session. The impenetrable Rinka Saijo. How would I even go about unearthing this secret of hers? Alright, fucking... What is the other one? Karin. Let's go with Karin-chan. Lamiel had probably done some investigating into Karin-chan as well, I hope. Let's try asking her. I was thinking of writing Karin-chan's name. Oh, have you found out any new information about her?
今いろいろと見てる最中ですけど、まだ有力な情報はつかめていません。
Honestly, Tsurugu, I don't know what you see in her. She's a pretty generic idol at like. I see. Last time the love note had hinted Karin-chan might be closer than you think, but it seemed as though she still didn't have any leads on her. Guess I'll try writing her name another time then. Oh, let's pick someone else for now. Ah, I see. So that's why. I get it now. Alright, I can skip past all of this. So it was just fluff dialogue. That's all it was. Picking Karin would have never led to anything. After morning class, it was break time, and I was still sitting in my seat. I recalled something that had been weighing on my mind. Just what on earth was Saijo-san's secret? Using the love note yesterday, I still haven't found any clues as to what it could be. Then there was also that mysterious hint it gave me about Karin-chan being closer than I thought. You know, this can only end badly, I feel like. Yeah. We haven't gotten much of Rinka, but I don't have a good feeling about this route. I didn't like the idea of leaving the whole investigation to Ale, so I decided to revisit some of Karin-chan's archived streams for any leads. Imagine imagine he's watching this in class.
イエーイ、みんなのかりんちゃんだよ。今日もかりん旋風巻き起こっていくからね。
Because how would Tsumugu know Saijo's secret from her perspective? True.
ねえみんな知ってる？クマさんのぬいぐるみが今度プライズになるんだって。もう商品画像は出てるんだけど、それがすっごく可愛くて。
Yes, she certainly was cute. Karin-chan, of course, not Kumatan. In class. Oh, I was right. I found it hard to believe that a girl that cute was in my vicinity, though I would have noticed her right away. Everyone else would be fawning all over her, too. Okay, there it is. I was waiting for it. Bro, not only watched it in class, he watched it full blast. He watched it full volume. Everyone in class was staring at him while he was watching it. I looked up at someone, someone bumped into my desk.
ごめんなさい。ちょっと急いでて。
Huh? Oh, don't worry about it. I think... Okay, I mean, I feel like he watched it in class because if it was a flashback, right, it would have had like a filter over it. So he probably like watched it in class with like headphones on. And then Rinka saw his screen, and then Saijo-san's eyes dropped toward my phone screen. Oh, this. I don't know if you know her. She's this virtual idol who's pretty active on Vtuber lately. Her gaze suddenly seemed to harden. Whoops, wrong topic, I guess.
好きあらば布教しようとしない。
Listen, look, Rinka might be a secret fan. You never know. Ow.
ごめんね、西条さん。うちのつむぐが何かしちゃった？
Don't call me your Tsumugu. I'm not even doing the normal route. What do you mean, my Tsumugu?
いいえ。不注意で私がぶつかってしまったの。
Because you were definitely not looking at his phone screen.
ごめんなさい。それじゃあ私、急ぐから。
Oh, right. See you. Saijo-san quickly walked off. Then she goes live. Imagine. Scrutable as ever. Our beautiful honest student.
なんだ。西条さんに話しかけられてるから、つむぐがなんかやらかしちゃったのかと思ったよ。
Screwed up? Why was that your first thought?
だって、西条さんすごいこわばった顔してたし。
Okay, fine. I guess that was my fault. There's the flashback. Not a student like Saijo-san obviously didn't waste her time watching YouTube videos. Yeah, she was busy making them. I mean, let alone virtual idols. I doubt she even knew that. She even knew what they were. Wait, hold on. Turned back to Karin-chan's stream on my phone. Now that I listened to it again, the voice sounded kind of similar to Saijo-san's. See, I knew that he was only going to be able to pick it up after they fucking talked for the first time. Because, like, unless you put on a voice changer, you can tell. You're like, they have they got pretty similar voices, you know. Nah, I'm overthinking things.
やっと放課後だ。つむぐは今日バイトだっけ？今日のかりんちゃんの配信、リアルタイムで見れるといいね。
I'll try my best.
ガチ勢の顔だ。あの西条さんにまで布教しようとしちゃうくらいだもんね。
I wasn't. Speaking of Saijo-san, looks like she's already gone. She's currently live. Her seat lay empty. The moment classes ended, it seemed she was heading straight home. The phone in my head vibrated briefly. He got a phone in his brain. It was a message from Ale. Hang on. I didn't read that wrong, right? Yeah, it says head. Bro. Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta get going.
わかった。バイト頑張ってね。あ、こっちです。
When I arrived at the arcade, Ale emerged from the shadows nearby. Why were you hiding?
緊急事態だからですよ。ライムで送ったじゃないですか。
Is it cutting? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a Rinka cosplaying as Karin or whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past the writers, but it would be pretty unrealistic. That's not an explanation. Also, I have to go to work after this, so I can't stay too long.
あれを見てもまだそんなことを言えますか？
Uh-huh. Elle stuck out her arm and pointed. Okay. So it's a CG of side of Rinka, and why is she this is no longer, this is not stalking, this is not internet stalking anymore, this is just actual stalking. I followed the direction of her finger and find Saijo-san absorbed in using the crane game machine.
あの真面目なリンカさんがゲームセンターでクレーンゲームをプレイしてるんです。
I'm going to work. That's what I'm saying. I turned on my heel.
待ってください。なんでですか？
Ale grabbed at my sleeve. I don't know why you're making such a big deal out of her playing games at the arcade. Just because she's an honest student. It's not like it's against the rules or anything.
でもリンカさんは教室でもずっと勉強してるくらい真面目な方なんですよ。しかもさっき店員さんにこっそり聞いたら昨日も長い時間張り付いていたらしいんです。
Bro. I recalled how Saijo-san had left the class earlier. She'd hurried off the moment homeroom had ended. I think her distraction had been the arcade. Stalker much, exactly. I had to admit, it was quite surprising.
優等生がクレーンゲームに夢中だなんてなんだか秘密っぽくないですか？
Well, at the very least, there's probably something she doesn't want other people knowing about. Perhaps this did have something to do with her secret with the love note mentioned. Together, Ale and I observed Saijo-san from afar as she continued playing the crane game. The crane's claw was moving. It had grabbed hold of a cute stuffed bear. However, it quickly dropped its prize. She's just bad at crane games. Saijo-san let out a frustrated moan. It was a voice I'd never heard her make at school. The look on her face, too, was one I'd never seen before.
めちゃくちゃ真剣ですよね。リンカさん、クレーンゲームが好きなんでしょうか？
I think she just really wants that stuffed bear.
あのキャラって確かクマタンですよね。かりんちゃんの配信で時々話題にしてました。
Come to think of it, I do kind of recognize it. I got the feeling Karin-chan had mentioned it in the stream I was watching at school earlier too. In fact, it might be the very same prize teddy bear she'd been talking about. Karin-chan might be closer than you think. No way. It couldn't be. Could it? And Saijo-san's face frozen at the sight of the video on my phone for another reason entirely. Maybe it wasn't that she had no interest in Vtuber. Maybe she had made that face because she was actually very familiar with it. I figured it out. Rinka is Karin-chan's #1 fan. I've got it. I've figured it out. Where did the dentist go? After work, I returned home to find Labiel lying on bed, watching Karin-chan's stream on her god phone. Back.
わ、つむぐさん
What are you talking about?
今かりんちゃんの生配信を見ていたんですけど、そこで今日クマタンぬいぐるみの話をしていました。
They're piecing it together. Oh? What'd she say?
なんと一生懸命粘ったのに全然取れなかったって悔しがっていたんです。取れるまで挑戦してやるって言ってました。
Lamiel's eyes sparkled.
そこで私、ある一つの仮説に達したんです。
Okay.
ラブノートのお告げも加味すれば、リンカさんがかりんちゃんなのではないかと。
Hey! I see.
どうですか？恋天使ラブミエール、すごいでしょう。
I have to admit, Lamiel, you're pretty on point with this one. Yeah, good job.
なんだか反応が薄いですよ。私大発見をしたのに。
To be honest, I suspected the same thing too. Yeah, who would have guessed? I told her about the things Cutting-chan had talked about during her streams, including the stuff about the teddy bear.
なるほど。かりんちゃんの運命度がゼロじゃなかったのも納得ですね。
Yeah, plus, if you think about it, Cutting is actually an anagram for Rinka. Bro, I didn't know Tsumuga could be smart.
かりん、りんこ。あ、なるほど。
Not exactly the most suitable alias, the most subtle alias you'd expect from the smartest girl in school. But, well, maybe she's just doing the whole virtual idol thing for fun, so she didn't put too much thought into it. As a fan of Cutting-chan's, it was a little sad to think that way, but I'm sure she had her own way of seeing things. Besides, that didn't change the fact that her cuteness always cheered me up. Whatever her thoughts on the matter were, I'd always been a fan of hers.
で、これからどうします？リンカさんに、かりんちゃんですかって聞いてみますか？もちろん逆でもいいですけど。
Of course not.
どうしてですか？
Yeah, exactly. No, do not. Because she's obviously trying to keep it a secret. If I confronted her about it, it would only make things awkward. Worse yet, she might even think of me as some kind of cringy fan and start avoiding me.
そんなものですかね。
I don't expect someone like you who appears out of the blue introducing herself as an angel of love to understand.
なんですかその言いようは。私は逃げも隠れもしない正直な恋天使ですから。
What about all those so-called couples you brought together? Weren't you misrepresenting that?
ごまかすのと隠すのは別物ですから。
Hang on a minute. She's just saying it outright. Making excuses was the only thing that this girl was good at, huh? Whatever. That wasn't the time to be complaining about Lamiel's uselessness. Thankfully, I had a certain item that actually was of some use.
ラブノート。リンカさんのお名前を書くんですか？それともかりんちゃん？
I'm gonna go with Saijo-san's name, but at this point, I think it's pretty safe to assume that they're the same person. Besides, what it comes down to is, when it comes down to acting on the Love Note's advice, I'm at least able to contact Saijo-san. Reaching into my desk, I pulled out the Love Note and wrote Saijo-san's name in it.
何か変化はあるんですかね？
25. That's my guess. I sure hope so. Oh? A fadedness appeared on the page alongside another hint.
ほほう、運命度上がってますね。
Stop fucking blueballing me. What is the love note? What is the fadedness?
西条凛香
30! Oh
運命と
my
30
god.
まずは仲良くなってみよ
Easier said than done, that. In all honesty, I had no idea how to get close to her. The first time There's not much I can do besides watch over her until she manages to win that stuffed Kumatan bear.
見てるだけなんでなんだかストーカーさんチックですけど。
Lamiel, I don't think you have the right to call him a stalker. You are the one who found her playing the fucking crane game. Well, what am I supposed to do? I can't just go accost her at the arcade.
そういうものでしょうか。クマタン落とすの手伝ってあげたらきっと喜ぶと思いますけど。
I don't know. I think it's pretty simple. You just you come. You wait for a day Rinka's at the arcade and be like, oh hey Rinka, is that the Kumatan bear? Are you trying to get a Kumatan bear like what Cutting Chan is talking about? You must be a fan or something, right? That I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I mean, I guess I'm not bad at crane games. There was a period where I spent a lot of time at the arcade after quitting the track club. If I went up to Saijo-san and said, "I'll win you that bear," but then ended up being unable to do it, I think I'd die of embarrassment. You could just help her and not mention it. True. But you can't be like, "Hey, I've been watching you for hours struggling to get this. I don't want to see you wasting more money because now you sound weird." You're like, "Hey, you look like you're struggling a bit there. You mind if I help?" My fatedness might even go down after that. I'd probably cry. My fragile adolescent mind would be irrevocably scarred. Anyway, I'm gonna go make a bowl of yogurt and with strawberry jam. Want one? Paying my hesitation no mind, the self-indulgent angel flopped back down and began reading manga. Freeloader. Hey, at least Ale did some research. She actually did something in this route. Common route. If I had to guess, she was probably still frustrated about not being able to win that Kumatan teddy bear at the arcade. Hey Rinka, I was watching. I saw you struggling on the arcade machine yesterday. Did you get that Kumatan bear? Yeah, right. Not a student like her wouldn't be worrying about something like that. Not in the classroom. No, you need to say it. You need to say it out loud. Make sure everyone in the classroom hears it. You need to say it in the middle of the class, middle of the period, so that even. After school, there was a certain place I wanted to go. The arcade. You didn't have to come with us, you know. Why is Karuru here? We just did her around, man. Why are you gonna make me feel bad? What is this coincidence? Her eyes are practically glittering. Oh my god, she's so cute. Well, there's just something I wanted to check out today. Hang on a minute. No, Ale, I was trying to talk about the bear, not the person trying to get it. I mean, I knew Ale was gonna be here. That's why he said, us. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah, you didn't have to come with us. That's right. I guess I'm not surprised you've heard about her too.
知っているも何も西条先輩の噂は自分から得ようとしなくても聞こえてくるくらいですし。
I mean, you are essentially the school's informant, so she does stand out after all, although she's not that sociable herself. But anyway, I want you to promise me you won't tell Saijo-san what we're doing today. We're gonna be stalking.
はいもちろんです。
Why have you added a third person into the mix?
クルルは承認欲求のためじゃなくて自分自身の好奇心を満たすためにいろんなことを知りたいだけですから。自分が得た情報を不用意に人にばらまくなんてこと絶対しません。
Unless they paid me. I trust you. Now that we got that out of the way, it was time to get down to business. Like yesterday, we headed toward the arcade. There she was.
ほほう今日も苦戦しているみたいですね。西条先輩ってゲームセンターとか来るんですね。意外です。
I only found out yesterday too. This is going to end badly. Like, there were so many better ways they could have gone with this. Like, Tsumugu could have literally just been like, "Hey, Rinka, how long how long are you gonna be on the claw machine? I want to get my own Kumatan bear too," or something like that. She is going to notice. The cluttered atmosphere, the flashing lights, the blaring noises coming from the arcade machines. Did I say? Even so, it still felt strange seeing her here. In the middle of it all stood one beautiful girl, getting all worked up over a crane game. It was unexpected, to say the least. But it was also kind of a relief to know she was just a normal girl too, underneath that honor student exterior. She'd probably be annoyed if I said I felt a connection with her, though. Then don't.
今日は取れますかね。ドキドキします。こうして見ているだけなんですか？
Yep.
先輩は恋人を作るのが目的なんですよね。それなら話しかけたりした方がいいのでは。ですよね。私もそう言ったんですよ。
No way. I can't just walk up and talk to her. She'd think I was some kind of weirdo. What do you mean? That's the... How did you arrive at that conclusion, Tsumugu? She wouldn't have... She... This is worse. Yeah.
クラスメートですし。
You're like, oh, hey, Rika, I didn't know you liked going to the arcade too. Oh, is that Kumatan? I like, oh, you're interested in Kumatan as well? You must be a fan of Rinka. I mean, you must be a fan of Karin-chan. Don't mention Kumatan. I mean, that's literally the claw machine she is literally trying to get one from a claw machine that is probably exclusively owned in a Kumatan. Well, yeah, but...
恋見先輩が言っていた通り、奥手なんですね。
Even Karuru is calling you cringe. It's not that, it's just... Not only was Saijo-san basically a school celebrity due to her beauty, there was also the possibility that she was actually Karin-chan. I couldn't help but feel nervous. Walking up and striking a conversation was simply out of the question.
クレーンゲーム、自信がないんですか？
True! What?
年頃の男子は女の子にぬいぐるみの一つでも颯爽と取るスキルがあると思ってましたけど。
Come on,
違
Kururu.
うんですか？
Come on, Kururu. This isn't anime. This is real life. Huh?
そうですよ。つむぐさんが読んでる漫画の 99.9% は男の子が女の子にクレーンゲームで取ったぬいぐるみをプレゼントするシーンがありますよ。
That sounds a little high. It seems a little high. Damn it, Lamiel. You just had to pick this moment to side with Kosaki-san, didn't you?
困ってる女の子を助けるのってポイント高いと思いますよ。
You're right.
そうですそうです。お手伝いしましょう、つむぐさん。なんで取れないの。
I've spent over $300 getting this bear. Fine. As a fellow human being, it wouldn't be right to leave her alone when she was clearly struggling. I wasn't going to pretend that that a chance to get closer with the prettiest girl in school, or the chance that she might secretly be Cunning-chan, had nothing to do with my decision. But the fact was, a part of me simply didn't like the idea of ignoring a girl in need. Saijo-san. I wasn't expected to see you here. Uh-oh. Was it just me, or was she trying to back away? I'm, Sakuma. Mugu Sakuma, you know, from class. What the... I'm always hanging out with Masora, and my self-introduction began to falter. I never knew it'd be intimidating being glared at by a pretty girl.
クラスメイトなのは知ってるわ。
Oh, glad to hear.
それじゃ。
With a frown, Saijo-san turned to leave. But wait, you were trying to win one of those stuffed animals, weren't you? I pointed to the crane game machine filled with Kumaton teddy bears.
見てたの？言っとくけど、ゲームセンターに寄ること自体は校則違反じゃないわよ。
God damn
戻
it.
そうとしてるなら。
Tsurugu made it weird. You know what he could have just done? While she was walking away, he could have actually just played the crane game. Also, threaten? Hang on a minute, you're going a bit too far. He could have literally just won the bear, and then she probably would have paid more. She probably would have turned around and noticed or something. No, of course not. It's just you looked like you were having a hard time, so it got me curious. Yeah, me too. He stared at me surprisingly as I walked over to the machine. Mind if I give it a try?
別にいいけど、一回じゃ絶対取れないわよ。
I know. I inserted enough coins for one attempt and pressed start. For this kind of game, you want to test how the claw opens and how strong its grip is before you plan your strategy. It's a bit hard to talk over the UFO sounds. There's a couple different strategies when it comes to crane games, you see. One is to try lifting the prize and dropping it to make it bounce. Another is to use the claw to push it around. It'd be great if I could just pick it up normally and drop it in the chute though. Since this was just a trial run, I began operating the claw without asking which prize she wanted specifically.
戦略。そうなのね。
I got the feeling Saijo-san was watching my every move very seriously. It was making me rather nervous doing this in front of a female audience. As I'd expected, I wasn't able to win a prize. These stuffed animals are so popular. It seems like they made the claw's grip pretty weak after all.
こういう場合どうするの？
Push it. He asked with a serious expression. Well, I did manage to pick one up at least. Maybe I could try moving the claw bit by bit instead. Which prize are you aiming for, Saijo-san?
あの子、ポスターで A タイプって書いてある方のクマタンよ。
Oh, there's different types of Kumaton. That one, eh? Funnily enough, she called it him. She called it a him. Saijo-san had a surprisingly innocent side to her.
次は私がやるわ。
Huh? But
少しずつ移動させるやり方が合っているんでしょ。やってみるわ。
well, all right. Yeah, she didn't really want my help after all. I recoiled a little at the stubborn look on her face.
あなたがやった方がきっとうまくいくんだと思う。でも自分で取ってみたいの。せっかく手伝おうとしてくれてるのに申し訳ないと思うけれど。
No, it's okay. Let me give you a couple pointers from the side at least. There's some things I could see from this angle that you can't after all.
わかったわ。
First though, let me go get an employee to reset the claw. It's a little hard to pick up anything with the position it's in at the moment. Don't get me wrong, this isn't cheating. It's just that fiddling it too much can get it stuck in a weird spot sometimes. At that point, there's nothing you can do about it as a player. Wait, huh? What do you mean?
そんな風に弁解しなくてもいいわよ。ありがとう。一人だと台を離れづらくて困ってたの。
You can get them to reset the claw. Well, yeah, you can literally go to any Japanese arcade and be like, you can go up to any of the employees and be like, can you help me with this claw machine? And they'll literally position Japan. Of course not America. American claw machines are a scam. Japanese claw machines actually require skill. But you can literally go up to any of the staff in a Japanese arcade and be like, hey, can you help me with this claw machine? And then they'll literally position the prize so that all you need to do is like push it into the chute. Right? Look, if in Japan, if you're good enough at a claw machine, you can probably get away with making a bit of money off the side from the side of it. In America, you are guaranteed to lose every time. Yeah, sure. It turns out Saijo-san was a very willing person in her own right. 99.99% of the time, you mean? Look, the only people who make money off of claw machines are the people operating them in America. In Japan, if you're good enough at a claw machine, you can make profit. You can make a big profit off of it, especially with how many figure claw machines there are. So it's gambling essentially. Yeah, but you know, gambling's illegal in Japan, unless it's pachinko. So as long as it's not real money you're gambling with, it's fine. That's why gacha's so popular. That's why casinos are banned, because gambling's illegal. But, you know, if you're not gambling with real money... I'd always thought she was a beautiful, hardworking, honest student, but now she was starting to seem even cooler. 'Saijo-san let out an oddly sensual moan as she watched the teddy bear slip from her grasp once again from behind the beautiful glass. Still spending money? Well, yeah, but you're not making money off of it. Is what I'm saying. It's the same in pachinko. You don't make money off of the pachinko balls. You only you make enough. You get enough pachinko balls to essentially win a prize. That's you know, it's like when you go to an arcade and you get you can get a bunch of tickets. You know, it's the same thing as pachinko, right? But you know, in Japan, you know, if you go to some certain places, you might be able to win some money on the side. But I didn't tell you that. As a person living in Australia who has never played a single game of pachinko, illegal? I know what you're talking about. Yes, but also, I didn't say anything. I guess you pulled up a little too high. Oh, but look, it landed with its tag in an upright position this time.
あんな小さいタグ狙えないわ。
Don't worry, you already know the angle at which the claw opens now. If you get it just right, you should be able to hook it in there. Hook it in there. I mean, you know, you could still sell the prize you win from the pachinko machine, pachinko parlor. You know, it's like in an arcade, or like what I was talking about before, literally the claw machine. Win enough prizes and then sell them off, you can make money off of them. Once you hook it through and lift it up, it'll be yours. You're almost there. Loopholes, basically. I mean, yeah. What I'm saying is that there are illegal ways to earn money through pachinko, which is directly winning cash by exchanging pachinko balls.
わかったわ。やってみる。
Saijo-san nodded, putting in a few more coins into the machine. But you know, if you've won a prize, you can't say the Japanese government can't tell you can't sell what you won because it's your property. You could do whatever you want with it. I know, Ken. Considering how long she'd been here yesterday, she must have spent quite a lot of money already. Maybe I should take over instead after all. I don't know. I know enough about China. The reason I know enough about Japan is because I consume a lot of fucking media around it. But no, having come this far, I wanted to support Saijo-san in the end.
ギリギリに移動させて。もうちょっと。牽制打ちにガチ反撃された時くらいの緊張感だわ。
To think that an honest student like her would know about an FPS reference like that. Hang on, I wasn't. Oh my god, a fucking CS reference. Counter-Strike. My suspicions that she was cutting Chan rose even higher. However,
入ったタグの穴に入ったわ。
oh hell yeah. Oh, I thought it was quickly wiped from my mind as I saw Kumadan being lifted into the air.
持ち上がったけどすごく揺れてる。タグどんどんよれちゃってるし。
Don't worry, at this distance.
いけそう。このままこのまま。
Just a little more. Suddenly, Saijo-san's beloved Kumadan vanished from behind the glass. A moment later, it appeared lying down in the prize chute.
取れた。
She mumbled, frozen in amazement. Yeah, you got him. Slowly, the realization seemed to dawn on her face.
取れたわ。クマタン。私自分で初めて取れた。
And then, during her stream, she'll be like, I finally got Kumadan. Uh-oh. Now that confirms it. Now that'll confirm it. What are you hiring for? Nice work. You did it. Go back. Hang on. I don't know it. First time she wants something on her own. Oh. I mean, you know, she beamed innocently. It was adorable. I had no idea Saijo-san could smile like this. It was quite refreshing to see. And then meanwhile, Kururu and Ale have been watching them the entire time. Don't thank me. You managed it all on your own. No problem. It was just on a whim anyway. Oh, right. With that, Saijo-san gracefully departed. As if swooping in to replace her, Alan Kosaki-san came running toward me. I guess. Of course they're still stalking. I told you they would be. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Hey! Hang on. This isn't the place for that. You're being too careless. As I scolded Ale in order to hide my embarrassment, I thought back on Saijo-san's smile. What?
待ってる間、小泉先輩に伺いました。かりんちゃんはクマタンのクレーンゲームの話をしてたんですよね。西条先輩がゲットしてすぐ、かりんちゃんも似たような話をしていたら、正体究明まで大手ですよ。
Look, Kururu's just a gremlin for information. It was exactly like Kosaki-san said. I was looking forward to it too, but I was a little scared as well. It seemed like I'd been waiting for her next stream with a mixture of anxiety and anticipation.
Hello, Vtuber!
I've been conditioned the fucking the square transition, right? How do I go back? Fucking this one, right? I've been fucking I've been conditioned to see that as the fucking Riddle Joker transition. I was expecting like I was expecting the fucking Riddle Joker. They didn't have the budget for that. Oh, hang on. I heard some crunch. I mean, they're both Nekonya games, right? Oh, not it as the publisher. I mean, the Usersoft and I forgot how to pronounce their name. The creators of Klutzy Cupid, they're different developers. Hooray! She finally got the bear. The chat suddenly exploded with comments. Some people congratulated her and offered her praises. others teased her by asking how much money she ended up spending. But once she finished joking around, replying to each and every one of them.
実は今日はリアルの友達にいろいろアドバイスをもらったんだ。あ、友達は言い過ぎたかも。まともに喋ったのは今日が初めてだし、友達とワーワー言いながらゲームするのって楽しいのかもってちょっと思ったかな。
Hang on. Is it while gaming, bro? don't call playing on a core machine gaming.
まあ私結構人見知りだからリアルでゲーム友達作るのはちょっと夢が大きすぎかも。
Yeah, I know. She's given away a bit too much information, right? Like, they weren't the only two people at the arcade. You cannot have Rinka win the bear and then the same day have her talk about how she's finally won the bear and then go into specific details on how she won it and how that she was only able to win it with her friend. So if there's literally if there's anyone else who watches Karin-chan at that arcade, they know. Imagine a Tsugu X Karin collab. Oh god. A lot of comments in chat were saying things like, "You have artists." Understandably so. Karin-chan was adorable after all. Shy or not, a smile and her anecdotes were just way too cute.
なんで普通にコメントしようとしてるんですか。そこはやることが違いますよ。
You're the last person I want to hear that from.
なんですか、失礼ですよ。
Where do you live? But Love Me L was right. Most important revelation here was she was talking about how she was talking about us just now, wasn't she? She was talking about you, not Ale.
俺たちっていうか、
That's what I said.
ことですよ。
That's what I said. I thought so. It made me rather shy to hear it out loud. Karin-chan was talking about our encounter today, right at the start of her stream. But although she hadn't said it with a lot of confidence, she had also called me her friend. The thought made me incredibly happy. I guess that means I'm finally on her radar.
だから反応間違えてますってば。リンカさんがつむぐさんに興味を持ってくれたってことです。
Also, you were already on her radar. Yeah, maybe.
もうつむぐさんってばカリンちゃんが絡むとすぐバグっちゃうんですから。
Oh, shut up. As I was squabbling with Love Me L, my phone rang.
先輩こんばんは。カリンちゃんの配信見てます？
Why are you watching her? Yeah, I just saw it. Hold on a second. Let me put you on speaker so Al can hear you too. As no one except me could hear her voice while she was in her angel form, Love Me L transformed back into Ale. Since Kosaki-san knew she was living with me, that made things a lot easier. Uta's gonna come in. After switching to speakerphone, I resumed the conversation.
確定ですね。西条凛花先輩イコールバーチャルアイドルのカリンちゃんです。先輩が取ってあげたクマタンそのものじゃないですか。クマタンの A タイプ。しかもタグがちょっと歪んでるところまで同じです。
Stop talking about Uta, you're gonna get PTSD. You're right. I didn't even notice it. That even for someone with her curiosity, her powers of observation were astonishing. Sure enough, the tag on the stuffed animal was slightly twisted, as if it had been dangling in the air.
証拠は揃いましたね。
None of it is physical proof, though. Yeah, it is. The bear is physical proof. What do you mean? All we had was circumstantial evidence. Pretty fucking circumstantial, if you ask me. Being the honest student that she was, I wouldn't be surprised if she was able to come up with an ironclad way of denying it. If that happened, things could get kind of awkward.
でも西条先輩は佐久間先輩がかりんちゃんの配信を見ている可能性もあると知っていますよね。
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess. So what?
それでもこのくまたんのことを配信で話したんです。きっとすごく嬉しかったんですよ。
That's true.
もしかしたら先輩とお友達になりたいという西条先輩からのメッセージかもしれませんよ。匂わせというやつですね。
I don't even know what that is. Hint dropping was what they called it when you implied a relationship was with someone on social media. What? I never had it happen to me before, but as a fan of virtual idols, I was familiar enough with the term.
最近の少女漫画にはちょくちょく出てくるので。
Are we friends? You basically just admitted to reading Uta's manga without permission, you know.
ああ、盲点でした。
Yeah, we're friends.
お二人のコントを聞くのも楽しいんですが、今後の話を続けてもいいですか？
Right, sorry. It was embarrassing to think Kosaki-san was being the most mature one of us right now.
これが凛花さんからのメッセージという可能性があるなら答えなくてはいけません。クルルもそう思います。少なくともかりんちゃんの中の人かどうか尋ねるにはいいタイミングではないかと。
Hang on. I suppose you're right. Hang on. I couldn't deny what they said. Hang on, don't say... Besides, I wanted to know more about Saijo-san myself. In that case, I'll try asking her tomorrow.
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。
Thank God. Nice day today. Truth be told, it was something I wanted to talk about. The only person I knew who was familiar with Karin-chan and games and stuff was Masora.
あれ？つむちゃんにマソラちゃん？
What the fuck?
ねえつむぐ、これ見て。
Masora pushed his phone toward me. It was the score screen of some game he was playing. He'd gotten a triple S rank. He was playing Hatsune Miku, I forgot, god damn it, the fucking rhythm game. Hang on. Yeah, he was playing Osu. Colorful stage. Wow, what game is that?
サウザンドガンズだよ。
Nikkei? I mean...
かりんちゃんが配信で話してたゲームだよ。次に実況する予定って紹介してたでしょ？
It's fucking COD Mobile. Oh yeah, she did say something like that. Being preoccupied with the whole Kumatan business, I'd completely forgotten.
難しいんだけど結構楽しくてハマっちゃってさ。昨日のマッチで初めて活躍できたんだ。
Oh my god, I said she. He's playing PUBG Mobile.
どうしても誰かに自慢したくて、こういうゲームの話できるの紡ぐくらいでしょ？
Sora hates scenes? I wish. I mean... You say that, but I haven't even... I haven't even played the game. Even if you show me that high score, all I can really say is wow.
確かに。 じゃあ紡ぐもやってよこのゲーム。絶対ハマるから。
Ooh. Well, if Kari-chan's planning on streaming it, maybe I should give it a try. But that said, there's a more serious problem involving Kari-chan at the moment. My eyes flicked towards Saijo-san. As usual, she was diligently studying. And as usual, she radiated an air of unapproachability. Oh god. Yeah, but you're not Kari-chan. I mean, you're not a girl. Shut up.
エイルちゃんが来るまで女の子の話って言えばカリンちゃんのことだったけど、最近変わったよね。
No, not really. Unconsciously, I looked towards Saijo-san again. Our eyes met. I reflexively looked away. Stop staring. What?
今目が合ってたよね。
No. Of course not.
なんか怪しいな。
No. I had to get him off this topic somehow. As my friend, and also a fellow fan of Karin-chan, I'd like nothing more than to tell him the truth about Saijo-san. But a secret wasn't mine to share. Moreover, I wasn't 100% sure about it yet either. How?
西条先輩とまだお話できてないんですか？
No.
いざ話しかけようとすると注目を浴びちゃって。
Lunch break. I could tell. Worried about how things were going with Saijo-san. Kosaki-san had given me the chance to talk about it.
学園で凛花さんと内緒話をするのは難しいですよね。普段人を避けてるから話しかけるだけで目立ちますし。
That's true. Even for a girl like Ale, let alone a guy like me. Naturally, it wasn't as if I had her contact info either.
やっぱりカリンちゃんの SNS アカウントに突撃するのが正解なんじゃないですか？
No. That is the worst thing you could do.
確実に個人運営ということならいいと思いますけど、誰かとアカウントを共有してたらアウトですよ。マネージャーさんとか。
Oh, right. I forgot. I forgot about the possibility that she has a manager. Ani-chan isn't affiliated with any agencies, so I don't know I don't think that's the case. You don't need to be affiliated with an agency to hire your own manager.
カリンちゃんに無視されたらショックだから直接連絡取るのは嫌なんですね。
No, he's scared she'll block him. I mean, shut up. What's wrong with that? In my case, the love note would give me advice and tell me exactly what our fate in this was if I were to write her name in it. Of course, I'd be discouraged if it suddenly took a nosedive after I'd worked so hard to increase it.
わかりました。奥の手を使いましょう。
Huh?
奥の手ですか？
Just talk to her after school.
西条先輩は頻繁に告白を受けています。
Hang on a minute. I don't like where you're going with this.
知っている人は少ないですから、大抵直接声をかけるか手紙で呼び出しをしているそうです。
So what are you suggesting? What you're suggesting is...
はい、先輩方なら同じクラスですから機会はいくらでもありますよね。
That's true. It's a bit old-fashioned, but that might be our best bet. So, if anyone finds out, I won't be able to show my face at school anymore.
でも行動を起こさないと何も始まりません。先輩は恋人を作らなくてはいけない事情があるんですよね。
You're right. This isn't the time to be worrying about my reputation. What reputation? If we assume that Karin-chan had indeed been trying to send some kind of message through her stream yesterday, then that means she really was responding to me working up the courage to approach her at the arcade. If I didn't take action, nothing would ever happen.
何ですか、二人で分かり合った感じになっちゃって、奥の手って結局何なんです？
Like she said, a letter. We're talking about writing her a letter to ask her to meet me somewhere we can talk in private.
ああ、なるほど。
So then she'll think it's a confession.
じゃあ早速書いてリンカさんに渡しましょう。あなたがカリンちゃんですかって文面でいいですよね。
No. No. Don't write it out in the letter. That's a little too direct. We don't want to alarm her. Let me write it. I'll slip it into her desk or something once I'm done.
じゃあ下駄箱にしましょう。その方が漫画っぽくてロマンがあるので。
No. Sure, whatever. It doesn't really matter where I put it. Our sudden enthusiasm helped relieve a bit of my trepidation. But while this wasn't a confession of love, thought of writing a letter to a girl still made me rather nervous. Ooh, crunchy. Somewhere we could talk in private. After a lot of thinking, the best place that came to mind was the restaurant I worked at. A public restaurant. Right, yeah, nah. Fairy tale.
いらっしゃいませ。お前らどうしたんだ？バイトの時間にはまだ早いだろ？
Yuna-san tilted her head as she looked between me, Kosaki-san, and Ale. We're here to rendezvous with someone, actually.
もしかして修羅場か？店内で暴力沙汰を起こすなよ。
No, Kinu, I've already done both of their routes, okay?
それで寝取ったのはお前か？それとも寝取られた
What the
側か？
fuck? What are you talking about?
状況的に二股ないし三股がバレて佐久間先輩が問い詰められるという線もありますよ。
Don't encourage her, Kosaki-san. Besides, you know why we're here. When I say rendezvous, I don't mean a romantic one.
お友達と待ち合わせなんです。なんだ、そうなのか。
Nah. I turned my head looking around the restaurant. Luckily, I couldn't see any students I knew from school. In fact, there weren't any young customers who might have been one of Cutting-chan's viewers either. Good. Then we wouldn't have to wouldn't have to use the break room to talk. Is it okay if we use that table over there? Pointed to the furthest four-seater booth we had. It was an inconspicuous table by the wall that was hard to see from the entrance.
いいぞ。ただし、バイトの時間までには話をつけろよ。
After moving to the table, the three of us sat facing each other.
リンカさん、来てくれるでしょうか？
Not much we can do, except hope she does.
結局、手紙には何と書いたんです？
Well, I opened up the notepad app on my phone and showed Kosaki-san my draft. I know your secret. Meet me at the fairy tale. I need to talk. What the fuck? I need to talk to you about your secret. Let's talk in person. Meet me at the family restaurant. Fairy tale. Fucking Karin in brackets. Very subtle.
最初の文字を縦に読んでみてください。
No, I know.
どうですか？私も一緒に考えたんですよ。
Oh, that explains why it's so shit.
縦読み。随分使い古された手を。
Look, it's not as bad as I know your secret. So, it could have been worse.
どうして止めなかったんですか、先輩。これじゃ来てくれないかもしれませんよ。
Don't blame me. Elle said she wouldn't help me put this in her shoe rack unless I added it in. So, I had no choice. The only way we were able to slip the letter into Saito-san's shoe rack without being seen was to use Lamiel's power of invisibility after all. Since the whole operation hinged on her, my only option was to comply.
本当に何の冗談かと思ったわ。
Why do you have question marks? We all know who Rinka is.
こんなにふざけた呼び出しの手紙をもらったのは初めてよ。しかもそっちは3人？ずいぶんと卑怯なことをするのね。
It looked like she was none too happy to be here. Her icy stare was making me queasy. Sorry about the weird letter, Saito-san, but thanks for coming.
あの手紙でよく来てくれましたね。佐久間くんにはクマタンの恩があるから、これで貸し借りゼロよ。
Gratitude was as thorny as ever. I don't know I don't know about even though. I might owe you after this. Well, anyway, you know Ale, obviously, but this is Kosaki-san, who's in the first year. They're both people I trust and confide in, which is why I asked them to be here.
はじめまして、西条先輩。そうですよ。秘密は守りますから信用してくださいね、リンカさん。はあ、いいわ。どうせここで交渉を拒否しても3人で情報は共有してるんでしょ。
What?
それなら逃げるより交渉を進めた方が合理的だわ。
What are you talking about negotiation? Negotiate?
そうよ。
Saito-san heaved a sigh before taking a seat. Since there were 4 of us, and Ale and Kosaki-san were already sitting next to each other, she had no other choice. But even so, it made my heart skip a beat as Saito-san suddenly sat down beside me.
どうせ私の秘密をネタに何か条件を出すつもりなんでしょ。
I knew she was gonna think of it like blackmail. It literally looks like a ransom letter. Of course she would.
黙っていてやるから。
Hang on a minute. No. That's ridiculous.
女性を2人連れてきている時点でその線はなさそうで安心したわ。
Bro, I've already dated them, okay? I don't need to do those routes again. Except when I go through them again in the 18 plus version. But that's beside the point.
4P を強要するつもりという線もあるけれど。
Bro.
そうなんですか、つむぐさん。
What are you... Ale! Not you too! Don't be absurd! There are jokes you play along with, but this isn't one of them, okay? Both Ale and Kosaki-san were taking this too lightly.
それで秘密を守る条件は何？ちょっと待ってください。何かしら。リンカさんがカリンちゃんのことは認めるんですか？認めざるを得ないでしょ。下手に否定して吹聴されたら困るもの。学園や親の耳に入ったらそれこそ終わりだわ。
There it is. You brought up her parents. I knew the parents didn't know about it.
私の家厳しいの。もし知られたらゲームもバーチャルアイドル活動も続けられなくなるわ。だからカリンを守るためには潔く認めて条件交渉をするべきだと判断したの。
Saito-san's expression was dead serious. I suppose it was obvious, but she really did care about Karin-chan.
何よ、ニヤニヤして。
Sorry, it's just sinking in that you're really her.
だからさっきからそう言ってるでしょ。
She huffed angrily. Although I seemed to be annoying her, I just couldn't contain my excitement. I've been a loyal supporter of hers ever since the first time I... I'm a tier 3 sub to Rinka. I mean, to Karen. I've been a tier 3 sub to Karin-chan for over a year now. It's like a mini. Oh, right, yeah. Don't mention it. Ever since the first time I saw her stream, I mean, I've been a member of the Chum Buds since her debut in Guru's debut. So my excitement and nervousness, I completely forgot what I was supposed to be talking about. Yeah, I don't either. You've only known her for like 3 days.
何よ急に。実は芸能人を見るのは初めてで興奮しちゃいました。別に事務所に所属してるわけじゃないし、芸能人ってわけじゃ。ですが個人で活動していて、同説1万人超えの規模は相当すごいのでは。
She gets more views than Shy Lily. Wait. Yeah, viewers. That means there's 10,000 active watchers. Active people. 10,000 people actively watching the stream.
配信の頻度も波がありますがまめですし、真面目に活動されていて立派だと思います。
She gets more than Iron Mouse. Well, no. That's gone a bit too far.
そうありがとう。配信の時期は塾で忙しい時もあってって褒められてもほだされないわよ。
Dino-san's expression had softened for just a moment, but immediately hardened again.
あなたたちの目的は何？お金をゆすろうって魂胆なら。
No, look, we're not here to blackmail you.
Huh?
Even if the letter looked like we were going to. We just wanted to confirm if it was true, whether or not you were actually Karin-chan. My only motivation was curiosity. The Love Note's advice had been so cryptic, I just had to put on my detective's hat and solve the mystery. Simply wanted to see the true face of my classmate, the reclusive honor student. Now that I was able to talk to her like this, my goal had been achieved.
何よそれ。変な条件を出されるよりタッチが悪いわ。どうしたら口止めできるのかわからないじゃない。
Let me ask you something.
何？
Why did you start streaming as Karin-chan in the first place?
私がカリンをやってる理由？
Yeah, how did you get away with commissioning a $5,000 Vtuber model and without your parents knowing? I mean, at school, you've got this whole extremely studious rich girl vibe, right? It just seems rather out of character for you.
あなたたちは私が体が弱くて入退院を繰り返していたことは知ってる？
No. Did you think he would? Did you think he did? You think he was?
そうなんですか？
Yeah, I've heard people say that before. Wait, he did? Wait, what? That's why she went to our school instead of a more advanced prep school somewhere else. Or so the rumors went.
クルルも噂で聞いただけですけど、西条先輩1年生にも憧れている子は多いので。他の学年の子も知ってるなんて、リアルでもネットでも人気なんですね、リンカさん。別にこそこそ噂されるのは嬉しくもなんともないけど。
After clearing her throat, she continued.
入院していた時に私が病室で見ていたのがバーチャルアイドルの配信だったの。おしゃべりが上手な子の配信を見ているだけで楽しい気持ちになったり、歌の上手な子に癒されたり。 いろんな子がいて、みんなそれぞれに生き生きとしてた。キラキラして明るくて、そんなみんなに憧れたわ。だからね、思ったの。自分も元気になった時、他の誰かを元気づけたいって。
Perhaps Saijo-san was remembering the streams she'd watched that had inspired her so much. A gentle expression spread across her face. Watching her, I realized just how proud she was to be doing what she was doing.
カリンって名前にしたのはどうしてですか？確かに有名になっていったら名前の関連を勘ぐる人もいるかもしれませんよね。カリンとリンカはアナグラムっていうのをしてるんですよね。つむぐさんが言ってました。
You didn't need to add that. It felt vaguely embarrassing being tattled on like that.
配信をするときはみんなを元気にできるような性格の女の子を演じたいって思ってたの。でも演じているキャラクターも私自身なんだって自覚していたかったからかしら。それにね、かりんの花言葉は可能性っていう意味もあるの。それってなんだか私のやりたいことと重なっている気がしたから。
What?
よかったですね、つむぐさん。
What are you talking about?
前に適当に名前をつけたのかもなって話してた時のつむぐさん、叶いそうでしたから。リンカさんがかりんちゃんをとっても大事にしてるって分かって嬉しいですよね。
Well, I guess.
何よそれ。そんなことで喜ぶなんて。だってつむぐさん、かりんちゃんのこと大好きなんですよ。配信見るたびに疲れた顔も笑顔になってるしかりんちゃんにいっぱい元気をもらってますよね。
Bro, don't out him. Yeah, that's true.
そうなの？
Yeah. Truth is, I once spent a stretch of time in the hospital too.
入院って佐久間くんどこか悪かったの？
I don't know, he had a sprained ankle. I used to be a part of the track club, see? But I injured my leg one day and had to undergo surgery. Before then, I spent most of my time busy with club activities. But after I got injured, I wasn't able to do any of that anymore. I didn't know what to do with myself. Even the people around me began to worry about me. It was during that period of depression that I met Karin-chan.
そうだったの。その私の配信が気晴らしになったのなら嬉しいわ。これは運命的な出会いですね。入院中に励まされた少年と誰かを元気づけようと活動していた少女が出会うなんて。素敵なボーイミーツガールです。クルル、感激しました。
Hang on a minute. You across like your son was getting fired up now. It's kind of embarrassing having them root for me like this. It appeared Saijo-san felt the same way.
佐久間くんが熱心なファンだってことは分かったわ。質問には答えたし、誰にも話さないって信用していいのよね。
Well, yeah, of course. If Sumugu if Sumugu told everyone about her secret, then she wouldn't be able to stream, and then Sumugu wouldn't be able to see Karin-chan anymore. Of course. I have no intention of interfering with your streams, and I'd never talk to anyone about your true identity in real life or online, except for Ale and Kururu. As a fan, I never want to hurt Karin-chan in any way.
そう。ありがとう。それじゃあ。ちょっと待ってください。 このまま解散はなしですよ。どうして？
We learned what we wanted from her, didn't we? What else is there to talk about?
なんでですか。昨日の配信の後3人で話し合いましたよね。リンカさんとお友達になりたいですってお返事するのが目的じゃないですか。
Oh, right.
返事？クルルさんが言ってましたよ。クレーンゲームでクマタンを取れた話をしたのは匂わせじゃないかって。
え、
友達だって表現するのは言い過ぎだったとか妙に強調してらしたので、もしかしたら友達になってもいいよというメッセージなのではないかと。友達ね。あなたたちが友達になりたいって言うなら応じてあげないこともないわ。
hooray! Sajo-san spoke deliberately, as if to gloss over what she had said in her stream. Perhaps her pride wouldn't allow her to admit it unless she reworded it in a slightly more haughty manner. She had a surprisingly cute side, Sajo-san.
やったー。私芸能人のお友達って初めてです。クルルも別に芸能人じゃないってば。
Well, I hope we can get along from now on, Sajo-san. Though, it might be a little different for us to... Wait, it might be a little difficult for us to chat in class.
それじゃあゲームの世界でおしゃべりするのはどうですか？
Huh?
この前配信で話してたゲームあるじゃないですか。
Oh, I don't want to download PUBG Mobile. Thousand Guns. Come to think of it, Masora was talking about it in class too.
あれ VR でも遊べるゲームなんですよね。4人チーム制ですし、チーム専用のお部屋でボイスチャットとかできるんですよね。
Bro, it's a fucking battle. It is a battle royale. It's fucking Fortnite.
実はそれノラプレイしかしてなくて、いつも同じジェスチャーと定型文でやり取りしてるの。え、そうなんですか？毎回一緒にプレイできる友達とかいないもの。ゲームなんてしなさそうな優等生で通ってるから。
Ah, I see.
本当は早くチームでの動きになれるためにも固定パーティーでやりたいんだけどね。
Is it just me? Or did it sound like she'd never had any friends at all? Or did she just mean she didn't have any friends who played games? I felt a little concerned for Sajo-san. It was the former.
サウザンドガンズとはチーム対抗
What'd I
戦
say? It
型
was a
の
fucking
ファ
battle
ンタジー
royale.
バトルロイヤルゲーム。
I can't use Apex Legend as the comparison because that's a three-person team shooter. Kosaki-san read aloud as she searched the game online.
クルル VR ゲームはすぐ酔っちゃうので参戦が難しそうです。
Oh, that's too bad.
体質の合う合わないはあるものね。なのでクルルが参加できない代わりに人を一人紹介します。もしかしてウタちゃんですか？
God damn it! Why do you bring up Uta? Dexter's gonna get flashbacks now. Uta might not be much of a talker though. Even at the best of times, she wasn't very fond of Ale. You might not like the idea of playing with her.
ウタちゃんじゃないですけど、皆さんがよく知っている方です。
You still brought her up. Don't give Dexter Vietnam flashbacks.
カリンちゃんのファンで、先輩やクルルたちと同様に信頼できて、カリンちゃんを絶対に傷つけない人ですよ。
Of course, Aki-san was that confident about this person. I suppose I just had to trust her. Later, after coming home from work, I found Lamiel humming cheerfully to herself. I'm back.
おかえりなさい。
Really went out and got that, huh? I was wondering how she was planning to play with us. I thought she'd somehow materialized in the virtual world using her angel powers or something. But I didn't think she'd actually go out and buy a bunch of VR peripherals.
聞いてくださいよ。つむぐさんの恋愛を応援するためだと天使長様に頼んだら VR ゲームの機材一式を用意してくださったんです。
Bro, it really does spoil you, huh?
つむぐさんだって学生のうちに一式揃えてるじゃないですか。
So what you're saying is that that Tsumugu got his own Oculus Rift for free for the sake of love. I brought mine with my own money, thank you very much. Ah, never mind. He only Ale get once the love note says the fadedness has reached 100, Ale and the VR set disappear. Anyway, just hurry up and get set up. We made an appointment to play with Konin-chan, or rather Saijo-san, after all. I didn't want to be late. Just as Love Me L had finished setting up, it was time for us to assemble. Alright, let's get started. What the fuck? What the fuck? This really is a virtual world, huh? Tsugu. I murmured to myself as I looked at my surroundings.
これが VR というものですか。すごい没入感ですね。
Yeah, everything feels pretty real, especially the tactile. Wait a minute, that outfit, I was gonna say. I mean, I was dressed exactly as she usually was. She even had a Cupid's bow with her.
もうそんなに見て、もしかして見とれちゃってます？
So like, how are they playing? They're like both standing in the same room, trying not to bump into each other. That's not it. How are you wearing your angel's outfit in here?
それは天使長様の粋な計らいですよ。
Even set up an avatar for you? Oi. This archangel person was way too accommodating.
この衣装かわいいでしょ。この世界にも合ってますよね。
Well, I guess so. Love Me L be Love Me L. I was having a hard time complimenting her, honestly. But she really did look right at home in this fantasy setting.
かわいいじゃない。
Oh my god.
アイドルとして活動できちゃいそうね。あ、リンカさん。ありがとうございます。
あ、
こんばんは、つぐくん。
beside her VR character floated the name Rinka. Hello, Rinka-san, right?
ええ、名前ちゃんと表示されてるでしょ。
They're not gonna show a full sprite. Let me see it. Yeah. I can't help but stutter. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Is it only in the 18 plus version? That's a bit sus if it is. Completely transfixed by her appearance. Her outfit was indeed very fantasy-esque. Some kind of princess knight, perhaps. It looked stunning. Not to mention cute.
じろじろ見ないでくれる？
How? Sorry. Flustered, I looked away.
リンカさん、ゲームの の世界ではカリンって名前使ってないんですね。
カリンでゲームしたら怪しまれるでしょ。これは配信のためにゲームを練習するキャラクターよ。
Bro, I don't think look, I don't think you should be playing this character on stream.
なるほど。
You practice off stream? You don't? Wait, no. Never mind.
当然よ。うまく見えるまで練習するの。難しいことを簡単にやってのけられるくらい上手くなっておきたいのよ。誰かを元気にしたいんだから、眉間にシワを寄せて必死にプレイしてる姿なんかじゃなくて、常に笑顔を見せていたいもの。
志が高いんですね、リンカさん。
I expected nothing less from you, Cutting-chan.
ちょっと声が震えてるけど、泣いてるの？
I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm filling up my VI headset with tears. I'm gonna short circuit it. I'm gonna die.
してないですよ。
ネットの誇張表現あるあるね。
Shut up. Real men cry on the inside, alright? At that moment, I received a notification on my phone. Sorry, I'll be right back. What the fuck? And, I'll be right back too. Alright. When I opened my Rhyme app, there was a message from Kosaki-san.
信頼できる協力者の方、これからゲームにログインするそうです。詳しい事情はお伝えしていないので、どこまで話すかは先輩方で相談して決めてください。
Oh, right. Person who was supposedly a diehard fan of Cutting-chan as well.
ロビーの ID とパスワード教えてください。
I had a sneaking suspicion I knew who Kosaki-san had invited, but since I wasn't familiar with everyone in her circle of friends, for now my only choice was to meet this person myself. Alright, thanks. After replying to her with the lobby ID and login info, I returned to the game.
おかえりなさい、つぐさん。
どうしたの？何か急用？
Bro, how bad is the model? How bad is the sprite that you can't show it in the all ages version? No, nothing like that. Kosaki-san just told me that the person she invited was about to show up.
どんな方でしょうか。
私のカリンのファンだって言ってたわよね。
Don't worry, Kosaki-san. Kosaki-san had told them about your secret. Bro, she says it's up to us to decide what to tell them. Obviously, though, it's ultimately up to you how much you want to reveal Rinko-san.
私もそれでいいと思いますよ。
そう。
Saijo, or rather, Rinko-san fell silent in thought. Although Kosaki-san had assured us, assured us we could trust this person, I'm sure she was still hesitant to be completely open with a total stranger. That moment, however, a new member joined our lobby.
こんばんは。
Okay, I know. I knew it was gonna be Masora. Midriff. What?
クルルちゃんに連絡もらって参戦しに来たよ。
So it was you after all, Masora.
残念そうに言わないでよ。
Nah, I'm relieved.
本当に？それならいいけどさ。マソラさん、ここではソラさんって言うんですね。そうだよ。よろしくね、エルちゃん。それから
凛子さんは西条さんだよね。
ええ。ここでは凛花って呼んでもらって構わないわ。
了解。僕のことも空って呼んでね。それにしても珍しい組み合わせだよね。みんないつの間に仲良くなってたの？エールちゃん経由？
Not exactly. If anything, it was through me. Welcome back. If I paused, wondering how best to explain it, Rika-san opened her mouth. As I paused, wondering how best to explain it.
つぐくんに突き止められてしまったの。私が南かりんだってこと。
Ultimately, I ended up telling Masora pretty much everything we discussed at Fairy Tale this afternoon. The only thing I left out were the parts about Lamiel being an angel and me needing to find someone to fall in love with. Wait, huh?
かりんちゃんが西条さんだったなんて。もうすぐ知ってたならすぐ教えてくれればいいのに。
ファンの仲間にベラベラ話すような人だったら信用しなかったわ。いくらクマタンの恩があったとしてもね。
クマタンの恩？何それ？
Look, that's enough chit chat. We'd better get we better get started on this quest soon, or we're gonna be playing past midnight.
ああ、ずるい。また秘密？
ほら、意外と自己主張しないタイプなのね。
Well, I'm sorry you weren't stalking Rinka like we were, Masora. What's that supposed to mean?
だってよくかりんにコメントしてくれていたでしょ、つぐくん。
Oh, sure. Talk to me about online personalities.
なんかじゃれ合ってるようにしか見えないな。
It's not like that.
嬉しそうですね、つぐさん。
Oh, shut up. Anyway, you have to keep everything we just told you a secret.
つぐくんの友達で信頼できる相手だって聞いてるから話したのよ。だから約束してくれる？
もちろん分かってるよ。絶対に秘密は守るし、かりんちゃんや西条さんが困るようなことはしない。約束するよ。
ありがとう、ソラさん。
Thanks.
むしろ僕も仲間に入れてくれて嬉しいもん。ありがとね。
それじゃあそろそろゲーム始めましょうか。
そうだね。このゲーム割とすぐマッチするからテンポよくいこう。
Huh?
はい、私初心者なのでサポートよろしくお願いしますね。対戦モードはここですかね。
Hey, don't just press start like that.
しかもエイルさんが選んだランク強い人しかいないやつじゃない。
What the fuck? No, soft taco. Nice.
初心者パーティーでそこはやばいって。
I'm sure it'll be fine. Amidst the objections of our most experienced players, our party has quickly whisked away. Was quickly whisked away toward the battlefield. Although Masora was relatively familiar with the game, the skill was mostly balanced out by me and Lamiel's utter ineptitude. Hydra-san, on the other hand, was getting noticeably better the longer we played. As we continued playing, it really began to sink in. I thought this was Karin-chan as well, but Hydra-san really was an incredibly quick learner. It took no time at all for her to grasp the game's core mechanics and began giving us detailed instructions on what to do.
ごめんなさい。さっきの対戦ケアレスミスばっかりしちゃって。
気にしないで。初めてなのに何戦も続けてやったし疲れちゃったんじゃない？
もう日付変わってるのね。そろそろお開きにしましょうか。
Good idea. To be honest, I don't think I can focus anymore either.
遊んでる間は全然疲れてる感じしないですね。楽しすぎて。
だよね。でも今日は特に楽しかった。すぐとはよく遊ぶから息が合うし、エイルちゃんは敵も味方もびっくりな動きで場をかき回してくれて面白いし。
本当にね。エイルさんの予想外の動きのおかげで戦況がガンガン変わったわね。
プレイの最中は夢中すぎて。
リンカさんは飲み込みが早くてぐんぐん上手くなってくから、一緒にプレイしてて面白かったよ。
I thought that too. It's incredible.
ありがとう。別に褒められるほど上手くなってないけどね。
じゃあこれからももっといっぱい一緒に遊びましょ
だね。予定合わせたり攻略の話とかもしたいし、後でライムの連絡先交換しない？
構わないわよ。
Really? And what does that make you good?
何？いくら家が厳しい優等生だからってライムくらいやってるわ。
Yeah, but you were able to buy a VR headset under your parents' nose. No, that's not what I.
すぐカーリンちゃんと連絡先交換できるのが嬉しいんだよね。
I mean, I could say the same thing about you.
ライムはどちらかというと西条凛花としての交流というか、その普通の友達として連絡を取りたいと思ったから交換するのよ。
Hang on. Some crunch at the end. Hearing that only made me happier. Never imagined I'd be able to call myself a friend of Rinka Saijor, the beautiful, unapproachable, honest student, let alone get her number.
う。よかったですね。
Shut up. I've had enough out of you for tonight. Even though the virtual world, even through the virtual world, I could sense Lemuel and Masora smirking at me.
めちゃくちゃ楽しかったです。
Me too. It was like a dream. Being able to play together with Saijo-san, Karin-chan, herself as a friend.
連絡先も交換しちゃいましたね。
Yeah. There was now one new name in our contacts list. Rinka Saijo. No matter how long I stared at it, it didn't feel real. But there it was. Rinka-san's number. I still didn't have the courage to send her a message up myself. But for now, staring at her name was enough for me. Okay, that's a bit weird. Might be the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Hang on a minute.
感動してる場合じゃないですよ。
Lay off. Let me bask in the afterglow a little while longer.
ですが今日は運命度も大幅アップしてるはずです。早くラブノートを見てみましょう。
I don't know, probably like 55. Oh, you're right. With Lemuel pushing at my back, I took out the love note from my desk drawer. I doubt our fadedness would have gone down, but I still felt a little nervous. Pulse racing, I scribbled down the name Rinka Saijo.
書けましたか？どれどれ。
Lemuel and I peered down at the notebook. As we watched, words soon appeared on its pages.
西条凛花
Only 40. Come
仲
on.
良くなること。
運命度アップですよ。
Oh, friendship is just beginning, huh?
じゃあもっともっとゲームをして仲良くなっちゃいましょう。
You're right.
ほほん、珍しく前向きですね。
This is Karin-chan, aka Rinka-san, we're talking about after all.
やる気があるのはいいことです。私もサポートいっぱい頑張っちゃいますよ。
Just try not to overdo it. In her case, the more worked up she gets, the more prone she is to failure.
なんで？どういう意味ですか？
What do you think?
俺のキューピッドがポンコツすぎて怖い。みんなで投稿嬉しいな、嬉しいな。
Alright, where does it go? When I entered the classroom, I found Saijo-san busy studying as usual. I think I'm gonna end it off here for today.